All right, in this video, I'm going over why vanity metrics is bullshit, right? And by vanity metrics, I'm talking about things like impressions, clicks, likes, comments, any of that bullshit, and why it's bullshit, right? Because at the end of the day, the reason why marketing and digital marketing works, and the reason why you do it in the first place for 90% of people, is to make a profit, right? And I'm not even talking about like leads or phone calls or even bookings, unless you charge upfront for bookings, but we want more profit in your bank account. So I order a lot of accounts, like ad accounts for a lot of people wanting to work with my agency. And they're always talking about, oh, here's my ads, here's how many views we got, but we got no clients out of it, or we made no money out of it. And there's a misconception because anyone can get brand awareness, right? Which is like a ton of people going to your Facebook page or a ton of people seeing your Google ad through impressions. But if they're not qualified viewers, then what is the point, right? Like if, what's a good example? Like, let's say I'm a married mom and I see an ad for a single mom, and that counts towards the impressions for the the company that's advertising for single moms, like 2 single moms, then I was not a qualified viewer. So what the fuck's the point, right? So there's more layers deep into this because a lot of people think that leads matters or even bookings matters, unless you get paid up front. Bookings are cool. But anyone like who can run a marketing campaign like myself can just spam a bunch of leads into a spreadsheet and run some ads and say, hey, I'm doing a great job because I got you all these leads. But if the leads are not qualified, then what is the point, right? Funny how other marketers don't think that, like, they only think the vanity metrics are just impressions, likes, and comments. But we have to go layer deep into that, which leads, phone calls, and non-upfront payment bookings should count into that as well, right? Because anyone can make an ad account look pretty, right? With lots of views and clicks and comments and even leads and bookings and phone calls. But if the business owner isn't making any money, as in profit in their bank account, right? Revenue is one thing, but profit's the thing that matters. Then what the fuck is the point, right? So you need to optimize for profit. And that might even mean getting less views. Crazy, right? Like less views for your marketing campaign. Because if you'd rather get 100 people who are your ideal clients looking at your ad than 10,000 people who aren't qualified and will never buy from you, right? And we can go a layer deep into that, which is people clicking on your ad, whether that's on Google or Facebook, right? You only want people clicking on your ad who are super duper relevant to what you do, right? Like if I was a dental clinic owner, I only want to target people who are looking for dental services, right? And yeah, I can make the cost per click go really low by saying, hey, I'm doing a giveaway, right? But these people are only looking for a giveaway. And you can say the same with discounts and extra bonuses. Like it is good for like some risk reversal and it's good to have an offer, but you can get lots of leads through having discounts. And then these people, when they come into your practice, I'm talking about a dental owner, they'll come in once and never see you again, right? Whereas your average customer lifetime value would book every 6 months for many years to come, as long as they live in your area, right? If we run an ad for a discount, then we get what we call discount merchants who will just come in once for the discount and they'll look for the next company with the next discount. Those are not your ideal clients, right? So we talk about impressions and clicks. Next, we can go leads, right? Anyone can generate a spreadsheet with leads through ads, but you want to make sure that you're adding qualifying questions, right? Unless you had a strategy where you had like a sales team or a good nurture follow-up for every lead and you qualify them on the back end, fair enough. Okay, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about people who want to get as many leads as possible and complain why they're not making any money or the business isn't growing, right? So you need to have qualifying questions into your lead forms so that you can tell and weed out anyone who wouldn't be a fit for your business, right? As a customer. And yeah, your cost per lead might be higher. Yeah, you'll get less leads per month. But when you look at your bank account, you're going to make more money, right? And not to mention that if you have qualifying questions, meaning you want to set up conditional logic where we train, the Metapixel or the Google Ads algorithm to optimize for those qualified leads, right? But then again, people can get leads wrong. So then we want to go to bookings, right? Anyone can get a bunch of bookings, and I'm talking about people who don't charge upfront for their bookings, right? So you get lots of bookings, but then your show rate might be shit, or your cancellation rate might be shit. Let's say 50%. Let's say you're acquiring a booking for $100, right? But you only have a 50% show up rate to the actual booking, which means your cost per actual booking is $200, right? So what we can do is we can run an ad to optimize for people who are more willing to show up to that booking, right? And that cost to acquire a booking might be $150. But if 100% of bookings show up, then that is more profitable, right? So you see where I'm going with this. And yeah, essentially you can go layer deeper into the booking stuff with like the type of service or type of product that you sell. Look at which ones have the best profit margin or what's easiest for your team. At the end of the day, the only thing we care about is profit and our hourly rate, as in like how much our time is worth. So hope this gives you a good idea on why vanity metrics suck and why they don't mean anything at all. Unless you care about like brand awareness and you just want people to talk about you and not necessarily get any sales or any revenue to your company, then cool, vanity metrics are cool, and it's a nice ego flex as well. But at the end of the day, everyone does marketing to make profit, and you need to understand this very well if you want your marketing to be profitable, so you can keep spending more money on marketing, and you'll get more views and likes and clicks and comments anyway once you have a bigger budget. But we need profit to make a budget, and that's why we need to optimize for profit and not vanity metrics like impressions, clicks, and even leads, right? So that's my rant on vanity metrics and why they don't matter. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.